Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, Bootsy, baby. Bootsy Collins. Album of the year. #1 Funkateer. Man, it's smooth. I'm not going to give you much funk on this channel, unless it's P-Funk Alumni or P-Funk itself, because, well, you have to give the props to what P-Funk is. P-Funk stands for Parliament Funkadelic. Funkadelic is where we get funk rock from, where you get the Red Hot Chili Peppers and other funk rock bands. They get some Funkadelic records from the early 70s in their collections. Now, Bootsy wasn't that involved in Funkadelic in the wristbound early 70s, but he did become involved with this record, America Eats Us Young. Does it fold out? There you go. Does it fold out more? No, that's it. Nice double record from the day. So he was involved in that. Involved in Let's Take It to the Stage. Not the prettiest cover on the block. Tales of Kid Funkadelic. Kid Funkadelic came out of the high school where I live here. Was raised down the street from me, in fact, a lot of years before I came here. Hardcore Charlie's, the first major label Funkadelic record. Bootsy was more involved in Parliament than Funkadelic. Though, of course, that's where Bootsy has his rock credibility, as I'll get to in a minute. But the classic Parliament records, Up for the Downstroke, Clones of Dr. Frankenstein, and of course, Mothership Connection from Parliament. He was big influence on Parliament. In the 90s, Bootsy did a lot of rock and roll. The Siltron record, Lord of the Harvest, heck of a number there. It was with Bill Laswell. And Bill Laswell was basically in charge of the Black Rock project. And so, get bands like Price Six. How do you say that? Praise Six? 2 syllables, pray and six? How do you say X? Price Six. I'm way off, I'm sure. Material. I know how to say that. This doesn't count, but The Last Poets, the real first rap artist, when it was poetry done with the musical background. So, Bootsy, and of course, Bootsy was also involved with Buckethead. And we'll talk about Buckethead in a second. You know your Buckethead. You know, at least you know because he spent 5 seconds in Guns N' Roses. But this record, just smooth. No matter what the focalizing is. Whether it's rap in the beginning, yes, Snoop is here, Snoop Dogg is here, Ice Cube is here, and others. You got Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics. Remember the Eurythmics with Annie Lewis? Or Annie Lennox? Excuse me, Lennox. The guy in the band. He's involved in this. A number of songs. Silotron, which is, of course, is Bootsy. But Bootsy credits Silotron coming on for 2 numbers on this record. So it does get a touch heavy, but it's still smooth. And pretty much it ends with a gospel number. Pretty nice gospel number. And you get 78 minutes of music. You get your money's worth. And it doesn't get dull. Stays smooth, transitions well from the rap early, then it becomes more soul. And then towards the end, it does become more of what he was doing in the 90s. On a song called I Am My AI. And he has a tribute to Buckethead, but Buckethead does not appear on the record. But there's a tribute to Buckethead called Barbie T and Me, with a guest appearance from Silotron on that tribute. And Silotron also appears on Pure Perfection. And the 3 songs that I'm keeping for my YouTube music shuffle. The second song is a tribute to his old bandmates with James Brown. Do you realize? I kept it here for you. Yes, Bootsy started with, well, I think he was in another band, but James Brown was his big break in the late 60s. So the tribute to the JBs, the backing band for James Brown. So the second track is titled The JB's Tribute, Pastor P, with Fred Wesley of Fred Wesley and the Horny Horns, guested on that. And, that's nice. It has a rapper on it, but it works. Some white guy. Rap is diverse now. I guess that's the point of that. But I like the JB's tribute, Pastor P. I say Barbie T and Me, the Buckethead tribute, that Buckethead doesn't appear on the record, but Bootsy and Buckethead worked a lot in the 90s, and the Black Rock Project, and a number called Chicken and Fries. I like chicken and fries. The main refrain is chicken and fries. Chicken and fries. Give me chicken, give me fries, and some cornbread with those thighs. I don't think thighs is referring to chicken. Cornbread with those thighs. Yeah, nice, strong women. We need more of that. It's a new day. Strong women are cool. So, just amazing, smooth, hour and 18 minutes. You need something just smooth in the background. doesn't get smoother than this. Smooth. Smooth and pleasant. You know, it's sort of trying to get some edge. But basically, nice, smooth funk music with no George Clinton. You know, Bootsy doesn't need George Clinton anymore to produce damn good funk records. He learned his lessons from working with James Brown and George Clinton and the P-Funk Gang. If that don't teach you how to funk, what can we do with you? Because, of course, those are the pillars of funk music. James Brown and George Clinton and the P-Funk empire. And Bootsy, of course, was a major part of that empire with his solo records. This is his 23rd? I don't think I got 23. I got a number. I got a decent chunk. I didn't count before filming. I got a nice number. 23? No. There's 23 Bootsy records. Maybe. I'm not even a half. But I got a nice chunk of the classic stuff. So, you know, from the 70s and a bit of the 80s. And, you know, not going to talk about funk much here. Unless there's a funk rock band that, you know, wanders into the definition of action rock. And, you know, because, you know, it's funkadelic that we get the Red Hot Chili Peppers. George Clinton produced a Red Hot Chili Peppers record before you discovered them. And, you know, and Bootsy lives in Cincinnati, down the road from me. Has a foundation, Funk Net Fight, that goes into Cleveland area a bit. And I'm still amazed he's qualified for the red carpet. You know, at the Oscars. There's Bootsy. Dressed in the nines. On the red carpet at the Oscars or the Emmys or whatever the heck it is. I guess Bootsy is famous outside of what I listen to. And what I listen to from Bootsy, the solo records and Silodron, that makes him qualified to be on the red carpet. Cool. Maybe I don't listen to black radio. Maybe there's a bunch of Bootsy on black radio. Also, isn't Bootsy like the first rap guy? Because he really doesn't sing. Bootsy's smooth. It's like the first MC. That's more what Bootsy is. Not so much a rapper, but MC. Oh yeah. Great record. It's here on YouTube. Check it out. It's been months since I did a P-Funk review here at the start of the channel. And I'm pretty sure it'd be months till the next one, or more. How much P-Funk alumni are out there releasing records I'm going to learn about. I got my eye out. But that, as Dave Stewart, you like the Eurythmics, don't you guys? 1, 2, 3. 3 of you like the Eurythmics? That's Dave Stewart. Okay? So he's on that project on a number of songs. Give it a chance. And remember what you're walking to. It is a touch of rap, but it's funk. Smooth. Smooth funk. Absolutely nice hour and 18 minutes. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. And that just came out. That record just came out. I'm on it. Just came out last week. I know. I thought I have the attention span of a gnat, don't I? Ring the notification bell. For the next record I review that's not going to be a funk record, leave a comment. You know? Do you listen to much Bootsy in the 90s? With all those black rock records? There was some cool stuff there. Produced by Bill Laswell. A lot of B-Funk alumni without George Clinton. Doing some cool stuff there for a while. And for the latest in action rock, garage rock, and classic and legacy bands, come on back here. We'll have it for you. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. So go out there, have fun with your music. That's the point. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.